Are you ready for a fabulous Motivational Monday? You're going to love our next guest. Jen Hatmaker is a New York Times best-selling author and Today parenting team contributor and a mother of 5. And they're all in quarantine under the same roof with her and her husband. And she's joining us from Austin, Texas. And one more thing, she's here to talk about her latest book. How do you even do that in the midst of a quarantine? Fierce, free, and full of fire, the guide to being glorious you. Good morning to you.
Oh my goodness, I am ever so happy to be here with you this morning.
You have such a wonderful community. A lot of women have talked about the fact that they're afraid to speak their truth and they're holding it down with their careers, with the kids and cooking and homeschooling and all of that. So they kind of feel like they need to stay quiet, if you will, and not rock the boat. But you say that is not the way to do it.
It was sort of assumed that our job was to see what everyone else needs and adjust the temperature in the room to make sure everybody is comfortable. And so I suggest that there is a better, more vibrant way to live when we actually get to own our own ideas and convictions and authority and opinions, and we get to set the temperature in our own rooms.
I love that. So here's the thing. A lot of us have experienced ups and downs during this pandemic. How do you practice self-compassion when you're down?
Yes. And listen, I want everybody to know right now that these are such unprecedented times. And so if you are feeling like, this is the worst version of myself and I am low and I can't pull out and I am scared and I am worried, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you're a feeling, thinking human in a world that we are not designed to live in right now. And so I hope that you can give yourself a lot of grace and a lot of credit for all the beautiful things you are keeping on the rails right now. But this is the moment to decide with ferocity that we are going to be tender and gentle with ourselves.
So then how do you say yes to yourself, if you will? I know I was reading, that you say, yes to love, yes to grand gestures, yes to celebration, yes to joy. How do you do that when you're really not supposed to leave the house?
Yeah, I know, right? And I have so many people here. They're just everywhere. It's like kids in every corner. It's like they're draining from the ceiling. So we're in teen world. We have quarantines, if you will. And so we sat them all down and kind of said, okay, guys, what's going right? What's going wrong? Because I felt like I was fraying at the edges. Absolutely. Like it was coming unraveled. And I kind of told my kids that and said, these are the things I'm worried about. And my 20-year-old daughter said, Mom, it's actually really helpful when you are a real human person right now, instead of you just being a parent who's parenting all the time.
You can be vulnerable.
You could be vulnerable. And so I think we have to say what we need and we have to say what we feel and trust that our kids can receive that well from us, and it might even serve our families.
There are a lot of people, even though we're doing zappy hours, if you will, and we're trying to, use FaceTime and all the technology to talk to each other, I think a lot of people still feel isolated, if you will.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone watching who feels lonely?
One thing that I learned from a friend's therapist is this idea that we are very powerful creators and we have the power to create goodness, to create hope, but also to create connection, create any which old-fashioned letters, the Zooms. I was just interviewing a doctor last week on my podcast, and she said even for people who live alone, if you just wrap your own arms around your own self and give yourself a little pet, she's like, it sends a similar signal to your brain that you are loved and that you are connected. That was Dr. Hillary McBride. And so we need to remember.
That, and I'm smiling. I'm like,
don't you want to do it?
Yeah.
You're doing a good job in this quarantine. And so we are powerful creators and we can create connection right now.
How difficult is it to release a book during the pandemic? And I heard that you had almost like a surprise book release car parade. So awesome.
Well, first of all, I don't recommend it. If you want to release a book, I don't recommend a pandemic as your platform. But yes, my entire community turned up on this street for me last week with signs and horns and confetti, and they're dropping off champagne in a socially distanced bucket. And it is the most precious moment of my life. I will never forget it as long as I live.
Can I just tell you, listen, we need to hear about loving ourselves and feel like we're in a community every day. But now more than ever, I think you're right. I think your book is timely. And if anybody wants to know more about it, again, it's called Fierce, Free, and Full of Fire. They can check it out at thirdhourtoday.com.
Thanks for having me, Sheinelle. So happy to talk to you today.